You know that feeling, right? You've got this amazing idea for your business, but then you hit a wall when it comes to the marketing. Well, today we're going to look at a totally new way for smaller businesses to get those big, professional, agency level results, but without the crazy high price tag or all the usual complexity. Let's jump in.
Okay, so let's start with the core problem. I mean, this chart says it all, doesn't it? It shows that huge gap between what a small business can actually afford for marketing and what professional help really costs. A good freelancer might set you back $1,200 for just one project. And a full-on agency retainer, we're talking $5,000 a month, easy. For most startups or solopreneurs, that's just completely out of reach.
So, how in the world do you bridge a gap like that? Well, this is where iStories enters the picture. And it's framing the solution not as just another app or tool, but as a whole new kind of department you can plug right into your business. Now, here's what's so cool about the whole concept. iStories isn't some generic chatbot that just makes stuff up. It's a platform that's been built on more than 20 years of real-world, in-the-trenches strategic communications experience. All that human expertise is delivered through these specialized AI teams. So you're basically getting the brain of a seasoned marketing pro ready to go 24/7.
And this is the crucial part. You're not just getting one little tool, you're getting a whole suite of specialists. Just like a big traditional agency, you've got dedicated teams for your social media, your PR, your blog posts and articles, and even for crisis communications. It covers all the key bases right from day one.
All right, enough talk. Let's actually walk through how this works. We're going to create a whole social media campaign from absolute scratch. This is where you'll really see just how easy it is to use and how powerful this conversational way of working can be. So every single project, doesn't matter which department you're in, follows this exact same super simple three-step flow. It's designed to be completely intuitive. You just start a conversation, you give some feedback to refine the ideas, and then you get your finished professional stuff. No complicated forms, no long tutorials, it just works.
So the whole thing kicks off with a simple chat. Instead of staring at a scary blank page, you're greeted by Sarah, your AI strategic director. And she just asks the first question exactly like a human strategist would in a kickoff meeting.
And you just answer, in plain English. You don't need any special commands or technical jargon. You just say what you're trying to do, giving the basic details of your project. Then the AI keeps the conversation going. It starts asking those really critical questions that a professional agency would ask. And this isn't random. It's a very structured, strategic process that's designed to make sure the final campaign is perfectly targeted and, actually effective.
See, your unique knowledge about your business and who your customers are, that's what guides the AI's strategy. You bring the specifics, and the platform brings the professional structure to make it all come to life. And this, right here, this is the collaborative heart of the whole thing. It is not a one-and-done deal. You're actually encouraged to review things and ask for changes. You can tweak and refine it until you are 100% happy with the direction, which means the final product is exactly what you need it to be. So after just a few minutes of this little back and forth, you get this incredibly comprehensive, ready-to-go campaign. And I mean everything. We're talking platform-specific posts, strategic hashtags, a full posting schedule, and even a creative brief for your graphic designer. The whole package. And here's the most mind-blowing part. This entire process, from that first simple chat to getting a full set of professional marketing materials, takes about 15 minutes. Not weeks, not days. Minutes. Okay, so we know it's incredibly fast, but let's see how this new model really stacks up against the old school options, not just in speed, but in the actual value you get. When you put iStories side by side with freelancers and agencies, wow, the difference is just night and day. You're looking at a cost of $99 a month versus thousands, a turnaround time of minutes versus days or even weeks. And you get unlimited revisions versus the limited changes you get with traditional services. It's a totally different ballgame. So, the really important thing to remember is that all this speed and efficiency doesn't mean you're sacrificing quality. This isn't just about spitting out words. It's about embedding real agency-level strategic thinking into these purpose-built workflows, making sure every single thing it produces is professional and effective. So, for this level of access to a full 4-department marketing team, it's a simple, flat subscription, just $99 a month. And that subscription gets you unlimited projects across all those specialist teams. Plus, there are no lock-in contracts. That gives you total flexibility and complete control over all your marketing.
Okay, let's wrap this up by just thinking about what this new kind of access really means for your business and for its potential to get its story out into the world.
The big takeaway here is that professional, strategic marketing isn't a luxury anymore. It's not just for companies with giant budgets. Now it can be a permanent, affordable, and incredibly powerful part of any business, ready to go whenever you need it.
So that really just leaves us with one final kind of empowering thought. When all those old barriers, the cost, the time, the complexity, when they're all gone and you have an expert agency on your team 24/7, what story will you be able to tell?